As with all good programming languages, both Visual Basic and C# support the ability to add comments to your code. You can use comments to document features in your code that otherwise might not be easy to figure out, or to temporarily block certain code from executing. I'll demonstrate how to add comments in both languages. I'll start with the file loopingc#.aspx. This page already has the functionality to execute a couple of loops, a for loop and a while loop. I'll save the file under a new name, selecting File, Save As, and I'll name the file comments.c#.aspx. You can comment code in C# in one of two ways. You can either use beginning of line comments, which are double slash characters, which prevent code from executing from a certain point of the line to the end of the line, or you can use block comments. A block comment starts with a slash and an asterisk and ends with an asterisk slash. For example, let's say that you wanted to add a comment above the run button click function to describe what it does. This would be best served as a block comment. So I'll place the cursor above the function, I'll put in a slash asterisk, and then I'll type in some comments such as, this function walks up and down a variable. Notice that when I press enter at the end of the line, Visual Web Developer automatically puts in an asterisk. This is a visual trick. If you have a long comment that's a full paragraph, placing the asterisk at the beginning of every line is just a way of visually indicating to the developer that the comment is continuing. But in order to actually complete the comment, you must end with the asterisk slash character. Notice that Visual Web Developer color codes this sort of comment in black. So that's how you create a block comment. Now here's how you create a beginning of line comment. You can actually do this with a keyboard shortcut. I'm going to select the while loop, and then I'll go to the menu and I'll select Edit, Advanced, and notice that you can comment and uncomment the selection from the menu. I'll comment the selection with the menu choice, and you'll see that when you use the menu choice or its associated keyboard shortcut, you're using beginning of line comments, the double slash combination. Now to uncomment that same code, I'll press Ctrl K. Notice at the bottom of the Visual Web Developer interface there's a message. Ctrl plus K was pressed, waiting for second key of chord. A chord is a combination of keyboard shortcuts, one after the other. So now I'll press Ctrl U, and that removes the comments. Ctrl K, Ctrl C to add the comments in, Ctrl K, Ctrl U to remove them. I'll go ahead and leave them in the final state of this application. I'll save the changes, I'll run the page without debugging, and now when I run the code, I'll only see the output from the for loop. I won't see the output for the while loop because it's commented out. Now I'll do the same thing in Visual Basic. I'll open the file loopingvb.aspx. I'll save the file, naming the new file commentsvb.aspx, and I'll place the cursor above the function run button click. I'll expand to full screen by pressing Alt-Shift-Enter. Now, with Visual Basic, you only get beginning of line comments. There is no block comment. So for each line that I'd like to comment, I start off with a single quote character, and then I type in the comment. Now, if you want to add or remove comments for multiple lines, you can use the same keyboard shortcut that I already demonstrated for C#. I'll select all of the code for the while loop. I'll press Ctrl K, and notice that Visual Web Developer adds the single quote comment at the beginning of every line. To remove the comment, Ctrl K, Ctrl U. And once again, I'll leave those comments in for the ending state of the file. I'll save my changes, and I'll run the page. When the page appears in the browser, I'll run the code, and now I only see the results of the for loop because the while loop is commented out. You're strongly encouraged to comment freely. Use comments to document your code or to temporarily block code from being executed when you're doing your development and testing.